The Penn State Nittany Lions taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Purdue Boilermakers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Boilermakers will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions offense will get first crack at it here. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Breaks into the open. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Purdue's offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. The screen, he can go. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Boilermakers have this offense rolling. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. A 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. To the air, it's Underwood. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring them to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more muscle on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Connection to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Adams. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already...
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. If you're you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
Penn State, 14, Purdue, 3.
From inside the 10, here he comes. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that would carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This dude is wreaking havoc. If he keeps this up, just destroying game plans, they might name an ice cream flavor after him at the creamery.
Oh, right down the road at the creamery. What are you going to call it?
Quarterback crunch. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Right down the middle. It's caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in the three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Boilermakers are marching down the field. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This young signal caller just seems to get better and better with each game. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. So now it's second and long. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Gets away from one. He's got space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
The Boilermakers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Boilermakers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Purdue! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And the returner goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Makes his man miss. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Parks it out of the air. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Here's a heat. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are in front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll go to the ground. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up.
Breaks into the open. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. He now has 85 yards rushing, and he gets closer and closer to a 1,500-yard season. Finds his man. It's Hagan. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. They the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the left side. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
And the D deny them on second and goal. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Might be changing the route. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Georgia Southern.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin.
Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Close to the marker, it's Reynolds. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to throw it. The short hand, it's Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. And there's so
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll try to pop the draw. Got enough for the first. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Finds his man. It's Watkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Easy completion on the shuffle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just drives it between the uprights. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for room, it's Wallace.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Boilermaker! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Purdue! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they take it in for 6 more points. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, running back on the move. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's going for a big play downfield. Wide open. He makes the catch.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Caught over the middle. It's Denmark.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. I got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Farrell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability